Hello, happy, healthy, most vibrant, and authentic collective. As I was ripping off my cum catchers, aka eyelashes, fake falsies, I picked up on the energy of like something told me telepathically tap into the divine masculine, and then right when I like turned it on, it was like, don't you miss me? Don't you want to miss me? And then straight away I started getting that like queasy feeling in my tummy. So it's like the readings and the chord between divine feminine and divine masculine has been hijacked by the okay, this is weird. So like this won't resonate for everybody, but the stalemate like alchemized some of the things that they've done to the point where they were on the path of the divine. So like they still have credit for that, if that makes sense. It's not much compared to what they owe, because they're in the negatives with what they owe. But right now what's going on is I feel like they are looking to infiltrate. They're looking for a way in, because all those methods, like I did a reading earlier and it was all past energy, just depending on where you are on your timeline. But I know, at least for what resonates for me, it was past energy that I picked up on. And sorry, hold on guys, that's weird. What's trying to come through, Spirit? Just one card at a time, please, if you can, and possibly not on the floor. Have you ever broken the law? So yeah, someone's been committing some crimes. Out of the positive emotions of compassion, positivity, enthusiasm, and initiative, which one is your biggest strength? So this individual is like trying to get out of like emotionally manipulating the situation of breaking all these crimes. Okay, and I'm getting cosmic law, cosmic crimes against humanity is what we would consider them on this planet. Only in the cosmos it's worded differently. There's more included. It's not the full spectrum like what it entails of on this planet. If you could commit any crime with no repercussions, what would it be? So I feel like this person did a plethora of things. Wow. I'm seeing my money heist card. So they stole some money. They stole money. I feel like they did a lot of like, one of the readers I watched, this Bibbidi Boppity, did their Bibbidi Boppity magic with the pen and forging documents, forging signatures, perjury. Wow, you guys. Have you ever peed yourself? This person's in for a rude one. Maybe peeing themselves. What was the last food you binged on? So they're in jail. They're in jail. They're locked up. If they haven't been locked up, no, they're locked up. I'm getting they're locked up. Thank you, Spirit. They are locked up. They got their last meal already before going in, okay? Not like last meal, but like, you know, before you go in the pen, they're like, oh, what do you want to eat before you go? Supposedly that's like I haven't been locked up before like that. I've been in mental institutions before. One time I actually had the SWAT team on me after I had been beat in a hotel because I was being, you know, raped by, you know, an ex now. And I woke up to that and it literally turned into a duel, you guys. I mean, it was bad. It was one of the worst things I have ever experienced in my life, and there was nobody there that would help. Like I was running down the hallways, like banging on doors, screaming, asking for help, and nobody would help me. And like I tried calling the cops, and that ex, I don't know what demon entity he had on him at that time, but my phone had an OtterBox case at the time. Like the waterproof ones where you have to like screw at the bottom, and he literally just pulverized it with one hand in one crush. Okay. And I got sent to the 5150 hospital for that. And he didn't even go to jail. So he definitely had, the whole San Jose Police Department paid off in California. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. San Mateo, all those places. Because then I ended up getting actually, and it's so funny because, like, in connecting the dots, years later, I go back to California to, start my life over after going through separation and divorce with my ex-husband. After he kicked me out with nothing. So, and then I found out all my exes were working together on me. And, like, they were literally trying to have me end my own life. So that's why, like, I love life. No one can take that from me. Because the devil itself lives in these people. And not even the devil itself can take away my happiness and my love, my love for life. Not to say I don't have, like, sticky days, those we all get. But, I will never go back to those things. I will never go back to those things. And I was in a very obviously low vibrational place to be receiving that, right? And then victim mentality at the same time. You're like, why is this happening to me? And then you try to leave, and then you get whooshed back in, and it's like, you're lucky to get out of these situations. You really are. People don't really consider, like, how I left my ex-husband. I had to plan it for at least, I never wanted to get married to him. I'll be very honest. And it was just very toxic from the beginning because it was a trauma bond from the beginning, He told me about his sexual abuse as a child, and then, we were intimate, like, straight away. And then it was just like we were inseparable after that, but it wasn't healthy. And I remember his mom they emotionally manipulated me to marry him and to even have another baby, because at this time I didn't want to have any more kids because my other two had already been kidnapped by the system in Utah, Idaho, New Mexico, California, and the military through their dad being in the Air Force, And my ex-husband knew about all this, and, like, he sat back and he, like, this is how I know he is not a narcissist. He has sociopathic and psychopathic qualities to him, because every time he would see me cry over my kids, not only would he give intel to, the baby daddy, the first baby daddy, because they're both Air Force, they're both in the military, and I even told the military what was going on, and they pegged me for fucking batshit, you guys. Of course they would, because they're under MK Ultra. This all is all intertwined, combined together. It is what it is, and I'm speaking up on it because I know that I'm not the only one going through it, but I know I'm pushing to be one of the last ones going through it. There's no fucking need for it. There's no need for it. When you speak about it, it goes away. It goes away. It's really that simple. After you've done the healing, right? Because if you can't even speak about it without, breaking down and stuff, that just means you want to do more layers of healing for it. And there may be days where you're like, no, I'm good. I don't even feel like crying. But then, like, out of somewhere, it may trigger you and you may start crying out of nowhere. And you're like, dang, I thought I was done with this one. It was like, no, you still have one more diamond to pop out of your eye. What's your worst habit? Have you ever cheated? So, toxicity, worst habits, and cheating. Just straight up toxicity. This just confirms, like, there was cheating going on all kinds of every single direction, every which way you can think of. It was insane. It was just insane. And it was just with everybody too. It was like friends groups. It was like his employees, his airmen, and then when you're military, obviously you're traveling. So who knows, right? Like I do, but who really at the end of the day cares about it, as long as kids are safe. So, if you could have any animal in the world as a pet, what would it be and why? So I can take that a couple ways. You know, like let's tap into the more positive nature of that. So, what's coming through, spirit, with this animal? Is there a certain spirit? Oh, so I saw the seahorse, okay, and I saw the owl. I haven't looked up the spiritual meaning for a seahorse yet, so if you beat me to it, congratulations. I'm gonna do that after I get off this video. But I know that the owl is about wisdom and perception and like precision, I should say. Precision, like when they are hunting, especially at night, the way that they just are able to catch prey it's precise, okay? So I'm really feeling like you guys are embodying some precision at this moment right now with whatever you're exposing, whatever you're co-creating. Wow. Good job, you guys. I'm proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. I don't know if you hear that enough, but like, if you're here with me right now, you've been through some stuff, and that's what makes you unique. That's a part of what makes you unique. The other part was the work that you put in order to meet the other side of the spectrum, because you were given one spectrum and then you pushed your way to the total opposite side of it. So like, if you can go really dark, you can go really light, so that's what I mean is, and you didn't cheat doing it. You did it ethically. I'm talking to the divine collective right now. Okay. Spirit's asking me to break down exactly what a divine means. Okay, I can give you my perception on top of like facts, I guess, of what it would mean. But to me, the divine means standing in your truth, 10 toes down. Not always, because we're human, but at least like 90% of the time, right? Honoring yourself, showing up for yourself in the ways that you have shown up for others. Things like that, where it's like maybe little things, maybe like you used to cook because you had kids, you had a family, and now you're like by yourself. And you're just like, yeah, no, I don't really, like that's something that you can tap back into your creative nature and implement if that's something that you've lost, What topic are you tired of hearing about? Yeah, I think we're all really tired of the same thing. Is this because the devil has the same trick? Devil, sorry. The devil has the same trick over and over and over again, so it's kind of like not really that hard to trump. It's really, president, something to do with presidency as well. Some of you may be getting a promotion at work, or business, something to do with president of something. What trait do you envy in others? So maybe that power. Maybe people perceive you as very powerful and it makes others envious. But at the same time, it's like, if it makes 10 people envious, what if it makes 20 people like inspired? So, that's one way to help those negative thoughts come out, is like combat them with love, with compassion, with kindness, with what if. Because if you're going to make up a what if scenario in the negative sense, make sure you have one in the positive spectrum to balance it out. And that's how you just remove yourself from that. And it takes work. It takes work. Just like you go to the gym and you pump, iron, you pump whatever, you're getting it going, getting those juices flowing, you're getting those muscles growing, you're fly, single, successful, sexy. So it's like, yeah, people are very envious. And even when you do take the time to work out and it shows in your physique, people get jealous. So why wouldn't they get jealous of your mental? And then if you have it all, now I'm starting to see. You guys, when I see me, I'm like, I sometimes pick at myself, but that's because I still am coming out of that, you know? But at the same time, I've learned to be really comfortable in my skin after having all of this happen to me and having people coming after my literal breath, you know, and possibly my kids. I don't even know, you know what I mean? Like, they were literally kidnapped from me and kept from me, even in my marriage, behind my back. So maybe some of you are waking up and realizing some massive betrayals that happened within the last, like, 6 years. I'm getting 6 to 8 years. What food could you not live without? And do you believe in second chances? So someone's getting some sloppy seconds right now. Someone's getting someone's sloppy seconds right now. So, and I also feel like this energy, no, thank you. Okay, interesting. The divine masculine wants to know if the divine feminine believes in second chances. This is really the divine masculine. And then we have the ick energy coming through, asking to have a second chance. But it'd be like probably what I'm getting is like the 10 billionth time they'd be getting a chance. So no. And for the divine collective, yeah, I believe in second chances when things are done. I do believe in second chances with new people. I'll just say that. But if you're like an ex-partner, an ex-friend, and like you're literally an ex for a reason, like it's going to remain that way whether you accept that or not. How do you wish to be remembered? Yeah, this person can't stop thinking. Well, both. I'm picking up both energies. They think about you a lot, and you're really feeling this. And maybe that's why you're feeling like the energy's being infiltrated, or you're maybe feeling like, wait, is this really my divine counterpart, or what is this? Who is this? You know, and you'll know, because like my spirit ears heard it, and it was like, you know, like that nasty, just like, and then it there's like a smell that comes in, and my stomach turns, but I don't smell anything until after I notice my stomach's been turning. Like my stomach can be turning for 20 minutes, and then I'll pay attention to it finally, and then that's when I'll smell the smell, and then I hear the and I'm just like, bro, I call judgment immediately. Get the fuck out of my energy. Thanks for your existence. I acknowledge it and get away. That's it. Move it along. If you had to cut one friend out of your life, who would it be? You guys, what was I just explaining right now? Do you believe in second chances for exes that have had a billion chances already? No, sir. For new people coming in that maybe, you know, you don't know, and there's miscommunication, you know, that's a part of not giving up. Okay, at every turn, it's like finding that balance between not giving up and not giving in and selling out. Okay, so, and I feel like this person is now cut off of your energy, and now it's like that whatever divine energy they held in regards to you, you know, watching this reading of the actual divine collective, not a cross watcher, that energy, that good energy that they did once have, okay, that they have forgotten, because they still have it. Once that cord has been cut, that's automatically going to the divine, okay, whether it be the divine feminine or divine masculine. Like if you were dealing with a divine feminine or a karmic feminine, that energy, the good energy that they held, is going to transfer over to the divine partner that you're It's God ordained. It's supposed to be your one, and you'll know. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how, because you'll know. You'll feel it. You will. That's literally for you to feel. So if I tell you how it feels, that's me taking away that from you. That's like if someone's asking, how does your wisdom tooth hurt when it comes in or something like that? It's going to be different for everybody, but at the end of the day, it's like, bitch, it hurts. That shit hurts. And when it grows on a nerve and gets infected, so there's different levels, right? Okay, so we're talking about levels. What about levels, Spirit? What would your best friend say is your best quality? Okay, so maybe your levels are your best quality, right? Maybe the spectrum that you see through, you see beyond, you encompass it all, and if not, you try to. You really try to. And that's why it's hard to surprise you, and it's hard to get your attention, because you are already your own rock. And so when someone else comes in with a different, fresh perspective, you're just like, where have you been all my life? You know what I mean? Challenge accepted, baby. You know, like, wow. That's just the energy I'm picking up on. Oh my God, you guys. Woo! Sorry. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Spirit. I don't know if the camera caught that. I looked down and caught it, but I got this heat, like almost if like a lover was breathing on me. Seriously, like just on my neck, and just like, you know, and then the camera kind of got dark, so, but I don't know if it picked up on that. That's why I was like, because it's like, you know, when people breathe on you and then they leave you like sweaty, you know, from their condensation of I don't know, it just felt like that. So maybe some of you are going to snuggle up with your counterpart after watching this, or maybe some of you are snuggling with your counterpart. When was the last time you wet the bed? So this could be pertaining to wet dreams. Because I just like, maybe some of you are waking up in sweat. Maybe you guys are wetting the bed and like sweating. Get that checked, because that could be hepatitis. Just saying, check your liver. Not a doctor, but that is a symptom of something going on with your liver, is when you sweat at night a lot. It's a sign of hepatitis. Unless you have nasty fucking sheets, and they just like shit sheets, you know, and they make you sweat. Ugh. No one likes those, but they make them. Why? I don't understand it still, but they do. Oh, thank you. If you were rescuing people from a burning building and you had to leave one person behind, who would it be? So spirits, like, what analogy I'm seeing is save yourself, okay? Because when you save yourself, you live another day to fight another day. Like, don't let yourself down. Don't leave yourself behind. Like, this evolutionary process may be a scary or intimidating or, you know, whatever uncomfortable feeling you may be leaving behind you. Leave that behind you. That's what I'm getting. Leave that version of you behind, okay? And walk into your I can't even say it. It's so scary for me. Walk into your wish fulfillment, your life's purpose. Dang it. It is a scary thing. It is a scary thing, because especially if you've been like hidden in plain sight your whole life, and then you're just like emerging into something where it's like lights, cameras, microphones, studios, recordings, networking. It's just like, you know, hold on for the ride. Hold on for the ride, because I don't even know where my head is right now, but for some reason I could still see the sky. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You just like, you don't know. You don't. Oh, seraphim. Thank you for coming through. I'm channeling the seraphim right now with the eye analogy. You have ties to the seraphim angel. Okay, and that's why you can see so many different perceptions, is because you know how the seraphim has different like eyes all over its wings and its entity, its being, its physique, its, itself, all those eyes. And I feel like that's part of the gift that you have been inherited with. Okay. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to deliver that. What is the most embarrassing that you've done for a friend? I'm picking up on like, okay, so I'll answer that question. What's the most embarrassing that you've done for a friend? I've done some pretty fucking out there stuff, you guys, for other people all the time. Like, I was sheltered as a kid, so when I would go out, I would stay the fuck out and turn off my phone and get lost for like a night, And there was one time I did that, and I came back home with 2 of my friends. And it was so funny because we all had to pee, and I was like, we can't make noise at the house, because at the time there was only one spare bathroom, and it was right next to my parents' room. And I believe it was probably around 2 or 3 in the morning. Mind you, I'm like 14, 15 at this time. And we're drunk and smoking, and I think I had just made out with someone for like the first time ever. Like actual guy. Oh, okay. So some of you, I feel like this friend is emotionally manipulative. This is like kind of a warning, but it's something that you're already aware of. So you have someone in your energy that portrays themselves to be friendly. I really think that this individual is very emotionally, I feel this individual is very emotionally manipulative. And that is one of your biggest pet peeves, and you see right through this person. But somehow they're still in your element for some reason. What's something you can't go a day without doing? Oh my gosh, so addiction. That's addiction to me. That's total addiction. So I feel like either you're addicted to their energy, or they're addicted to your, and you're of the divine. Boom. That goes without saying. I know, it's like, it's exhausting, but at the same time, it's like, it's rewarding. It really is. It's like having kids. It's like, oh, when is this gonna end? But then when it does end, you're like, oh, I wish I could still conceive. My kids are gone. You know what I mean? It's like the spectrum thing. So again, we're circling back to spectrum. So we'll be ending this shortly. What do you think happens after death, if anything? So I'm going to leave it there, and I'll leave you with that question. And if anything, if you want to answer that in the comments, I would love to know. I would love to know what you think. What happens after death? Death, if anything. I was trying to say death and if at the same time. Okay, so, and what is your favorite hobby? So what is your favorite hobby, and what do you think happens after death, if anything? So if anything, you can just even leave an emoji with your thought. Just any interaction would be greatly appreciated, as it gets the algorithm going, and it gets the messages pushed out, and it gets people the justice through the exposure. You know what I mean? Like through truth speaking. That's our ultimate goal. Is if someone's going to be brave enough to show their face, share their voice, and share their vulnerability, the best thing you can do for them, and it's free, is like, comment, share, subscribe, support in the ways that you can, and if you want to donate, that's a bonus, you know what I mean? But right now, the main focus is to really just get this out there so that everyone included. I mean, my heart is always with the kids, because when, people go after one another, they really lose sight of the kids. And I feel like when you go after the parent of your children or your child, you're just a petty motherfucker, and you shouldn't even be in their life. But I wouldn't even make that call. I would let my kid learn. You know what I mean? Without saying anything. Because that's how confident I am that if someone would attack their kid's parent, you're not a very honorable being. You know, you don't carry very good qualities if you're willing to do that. I don't know. Take what resonates, leave what don't. Much love.